now we're live in New York. What's up, y'all? This is your homie Rap God Fantasy here. Welcome to another episode of Fantasyastic Shout Off. This is the first time that I'll be doing a podcast while I'm out of Washington in the East Coast in the state that I haven't been before. So, yeah, y'all, that's right. Fantasy A is in New York. That's why I'm in the Big Apple. I'm not in Seattle right now. So, anyway, y'all, how y'all doing? I know it's been a while, and I know it's been really weird since I haven't done podcasts recently because I've been busy trying to make money on yard work, get my music out, and all other things, trying to write things down, and also things like that. So, anyway, y'all. So, anyway, this is my last day being in New York, you guys. It's gonna be, I only stayed there for 3 days, y'all. And yeah, and I'm gonna tell you guys how my flight went from Seattle to New York. It was really, really long, fun. It only takes like 5 hours to get from Seattle to New York for 5 hours. And we landed in Queens, New York at JFK Airport. That's where I landed. So, and y'all, you could not believe it. It cost me $75 to take the lift from the airport to Brooklyn, Joe Waynes, to the hotel that I'm staying in. Man, I should have stayed in Queens. Don't y'all think? I should have stayed in Queens. So, anyway, y'all, I'm going to tell you guys about my experience in New York. So far, it has been great. And I can't believe I went to the Times Square in Manhattan. I went on a walk around Brooklyn. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm sure you guys already know, Brooklyn is way more polluted than Seattle is. And the weird thing is, they have no dumpsters. Just like what we have here. When they pick up the garbage, recycle bins, you know what they do? They left their garbage and recycle bags out by the end of the street for the garbage people to pick up. And isn't that weird? It's different than Washington. Man, y'all, I cannot believe that they do this. I wish they have dumpsters out so people can easily put in the garbage and everything. So, and when I was on the lift ride on the way to the hotel, you can't believe it. You can't believe it. I've seen the exit at Pennsylvania Avenue. The Pennsylvania Avenue. Phew. Oh, man. That will probably take me to the White House next door to D.C. They're next to each other. Oh, my God. Oh, man, y'all. That was an amazing experience. I went on the highway in New York, you guys. And the next day, and I went back to Times Square, walking around, check around, and I see so many souvenir shops. And I was planning on going to Staten Island, New York, but I didn't have enough time because, you know. And the weird thing is, the most frustrating part is, you guys, is when I go on subway trains. And I don't know which way I should go. I don't know which way I should go, y'all. Like, you know, I'm trying to think about it, y'all. You know what I mean? So, I don't know what's going on, y'all. I try to find out and try which stop I get off at, which direction I go to. Sometimes I didn't follow the signs really well. I should have looked at my Google Maps, and they'll tell me which sign I have to go to, and I don't know which way the subway goes to. You find it frustrating, y'all, that subway trains are different than light rail stations. And it's my first experience, y'all. It took me years to get used to being in New York, you guys. And I'm at the hotel right now, you guys, and you cannot believe it. It's raining hard, very hard in Brooklyn. I went to the souvenir shop, and I got soaking wet when I got back to the hotel in New York. And I came back from the souvenir shop, get some souvenirs to bring back home in Seattle. And so, yeah, this is really weird. So, because I heard that Hurricane Henry is nearby, and I am concerned if my flight from back to Seattle will will affect my flight. Let's hope not for the best, y'all. Let's hope not for the best. Let's hope for the best and will not get canceled. If it did, damn it. Means I have to be stuck in New York until all the things are gone, until the flood's gone, until the hurricane's gone, and other things. So, anyway, you guys, and also I went to the New York Transit Museum. It's an interesting museum. It's to show the railroad tracks and everywhere else. They made it like back in 1910s or somewhere. I forgot when they built the railroad tracks. I forgot when they first built. Who knows, you guys? What knows? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying that. So, and I took the metro transportation in New York, all the New York transportations. And the weird thing is, y'all, I have to go to the check cashing place to purchase a thing called Metro card. It's kind of like a reduced fare bus card. It's kind of weird because I have to go to that bank in New York to exchange for coins in order to take the bus everywhere. But I had to go there and get the Metro card in order for me to take the subway and public transportation in Brooklyn. So, man, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I had to clear my throat. I don't know what's wrong. My voice is kind of blocked off. I don't understand. But I'll be alright, y'all. I'll be alright. So, anyway, you guys. So far, New York has been great. I have a fun experience, y'all. And I can't wait when I take the flight safely back to Seattle before Hurricane Henry comes across us. I never feel rain in New York for 3 months after the heat wave finally got rain in New York. And it's crazy. Way heavier than Seattle right now. So, and the subway is kind of flooded a little bit. So I have to hurry to get up early to catch the subway train to the airport. And there's an air train that'll take you from the Jamaica station to the airport. Most likely. And you cannot believe it, y'all. When I was on the subway, when I get out of the subway station, there's a lot of people getting off, and it's crowded, going upstairs. Most likely. I've never experienced like that before. It's my first time. When I watch the movies, I've seen a lot of people getting out of the subway trains. And this is my first experience. And I kind of got a little bit frustrated and bumped by. But that's how New York is, y'all. That's how New York is. So, this is my new experience, and I walk around, and it's easy to get lost sometimes. But I met up with my friends that live in New York who is from Seattle. And I had a great time hanging out with them. And it's really amazing and important. So, yeah, guys. We went to that pizzeria in Brooklyn. I forgot what the name is. And after that, we went to that place called Washington Square Park. That's where people set up their art to sell and set up their gear to perform, play music, and do some weird effects. And that's where people standing on the circles of what they need to do and many things. So, yeah, guys, most likely Washington Square Park has been a great attraction to go to in Brooklyn, guys. I love going to Washington Square Park, and I had a great time. And I took the subway safely back to here in the hotel, and you couldn't believe it. They have those Dunkin' Donuts. They have those Dunkin' Donuts over in Brooklyn and over in New York. We used to have a Dunkin' Donuts in Seattle, but they took it down. And I cannot believe it. And I could not believe it, y'all. They took Dunkin' Donuts away from Washington, and there's ones in New York, everywhere in New York. And it's my first time ever to buy Dunkin' Donuts. And I love Dunkin' Donuts, I'm telling you. When I was a kid, I loved Dunkin' Donuts. And, yeah, most likely I love Dunkin' Donuts. And it's my first time going to a diner in New York, because we don't have diners here in Washington, anywhere in Seattle. Only New York. That's the first time I went to the diner in New York. My first time going to the diner. I only order food and take it to go, because I don't feel comfortable going and eat at the diner. So, I've been wearing my mask, and while I'm in New York, because there are like millions of people living in New York, and there are some maskless people, and the cases went up there, so I have to be more careful. And when I get back to Seattle, I have to get myself tested to make sure that I didn't get COVID or anything. So, yeah, guys, I'm just saying. And I'm just stepping outside, and you can hear a little bit of rain coming down, you know. So yeah, guys. Alrighty, well, we're out of time on that. Just want to tell you about my experience in New York so far. And so yeah, hopefully I'll make it to Seattle, safely back in Seattle. So, no matter what. So, anyway, guys, if you want to see, thank y'all for listening. And if you want to hear more of my stuff and see what I'm up to, please hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my stuff. And also, hit me up with my fan mail at Fantasy Studios, P.O. Box 9482, Seattle, Washington 98109. If you want to send me fan mail, hit me up my fan mail or anything else like that. So, anyway, y'all, thank y'all for listening again. I really appreciate your support. Y'all have a fantastic day. And all these New Yorkers out there, remember to be yourself, be inspired, be respectful, wash your hands, and get vaccinated. Peace, much love, love y'all, see y'all next time.
Hey.